Ready? Hello and welcome to beautiful Dayton, Tennessee at Softball Senior Day. The University of Pikeville Lady Bears in town to face the Lions. And so far, the Lady Lions putting a few runners on base, one out, runners at second and third. University of Pikeville looking to strike early. I am joined by my dad, Tim Rogers, for Senior Day. Lady Lions looking to put a cap on what has been an impressive season with 2 statement wins here at home as they get ready for the AAC tournament. Dad, how are we feeling today?
Yeah, doing great, Drew. Perfect weather for a doubleheader. Bryan's in a little bit of a hole starting out. 1-2 count.
And a 1-2 count no more. Hogriff rings her up on the outside corner. It will be 2 outs. Now a chance to get out of the inning for the Lady Lions. Up to bat for the Bears. Is going to be number 37, Madison Horn, batting out of the 5 spot. So you ring up the cleanup hitter, but sometimes that 5 can be all the more dangerous. Umpire doesn't like that one, says it was a little off the plate. I'd agree from back here.
Yeah, it was good. That was a good call.
And the pitch from Hogriff is outside and probably a little high as well. This would be a big out to get here, Dad. They're, I think they're kind of, Pikeville came out through a punch. It connected, and now they're playing some defense here. That will be strike number 1 right up the middle. Horn didn't like it. Count moving to 2-1. You weren't kidding about a beautiful day. It's, I'd say, about 80, 85 and sunny out here. As Horn hits a chopper on the ground to second. Richards fields it cleanly, gets it to Green at first. 4 out number 3. No runs scored in the inning. And we will collect ourselves after the late start, and we will be back for the Lady Lions hitting for the first time, bottom of the first here on Bryan Lions Live. And welcome back. Bottom of the first action here. Pikeville not able to draw any blood despite putting runners on. Dad and I are settled in. Looks like the Lady Lions are as well. On the bump for the University of Pikeville, it's going to be number 5, Sarah Bays. Pitcher splits time between the mound and first base. She's ready to throw her first pitch of the ball game. Savannah Beard in to hit.
Yeah, really nice job. Top of the first with Hogriff coming back and battling out of that lead, that 4 spot and 5 spot. Had 2 runners in scoring position. Gave up the no contest on the steal to get there, and then Hogriff comes, battles, gets a called third strike looking, and 4-3 grand out to second base, and no harm, no foul.
Yeah. Beard behind in the count, 0-2 after that foul tip, which was caught by one of her teammates in the dugout. Leads off slapping, but don't let that fool you. She can get it to the outfield. It's not just an got to be on the ground to get on base type of thing. The 0-2 pitch coming from Hayes is a ball on the outside. Catcher held it for good effect. It'll be a 1-2 count. Sorry, Bays, not Hayes. And the 1-2 ump doesn't like it. We're getting a dramatic hold here for effect, trying to draw that eye on the outside corner. 2-2 the count.
Yeah, from this perspective, you're seeing both pitchers nibble at that outside corner on these lefties.
The 2-2, Beard makes good
And
contact up the middle over the head of the pitcher for a single to lead us off. And Addison Bunty will be up next. It's exactly what you ask your leadoff hitter, just get on base.
Yeah, nice job by Beard staying off the outside stuff, waiting for her pitch inside, and found a hole.
And, oh, this will be, yeah, they're just letting, Addison's not playing the field today. So that they're just letting the umpire know that she's basically going to be in the lineup the entire way.
Okay.
Bays gave up the leadoff single to Beard. She settled back in. Will throw the pitch to Bunty, and just as her name suggests, she bunts. Wild throw from the catcher. Beard way in there, safe at second.
Yeah, nice.
Well,
nice
I mean,
jump by Beard there. Not really a.
Yeah, I think
need to throw that one.
I don't have it in front of me, but I mean, if I had to guess, she probably leads the team in stolen bases. So when she gets on, she's going. She's trying to get that. Basically, a single is a double unless they gun her down.
Catcher never came out of the dirt there.
Bunty high in the air to center field. The center fielder going back, and not a bad idea there. They were everybody playing in because of the bunt, and I guess the signal was swing away right there. Of course, with her getting to second, the bunt is not as necessary.
Yeah, wind's blowing in here today.
Yep. Looks like it's a little that way in the going to the right in the outfield, but back here it's towards us.
Yeah, it's right in our face, right in home plate from here.
And Bays' first pitch of the at-bat to Callie Green is low and outside for ball number 1. The 1-0 pitch, right up the middle for strike number 1. Count evened up. And of course, it is senior day here at Bryan College. 10 seniors being honored, and if you want to guess who gets to read all those words and all those important sentiments right after jumping off here, you can find that on this broadcast. We'll try to turn the mic on so you can hear it. And that'll be directly after this game, leading up to the next one.
Well, I'm looking forward to hearing what everybody's favorite memory is here in a little bit.
Of softball?
All 10 of them.
Yeah. You know. The 2-1 from Bays. Green gets a bat on it. It is popped up over the fence and high. And look at that. The ball's coming right back to us. Not losing that one. Making the coaches smile. They've got more important things to do right now, but I know the saving the balls is always important. Count knotted up at 2 apiece here. Beard at third base. And the 2-2 is a low one. Green hits it to the outfield. Beard going home. She'll get in there. Way safe. Catcher not able to handle the throw from the right fielder. And that'll be the first run on the board. As expected, Lady Lions on top early. Thought she might have to slide there, but catcher did her a favor and bobbled the ball in front of home plate. And that's pretty much textbook, getting your leadoff hitter back around the home plate in the first inning.
Yeah, that was good work by Beard there, swiping second, advancing over to third, and really no play at home. The early 1-0 lead.
Presley, hard ground ball, gets past the shortstop. She'll take a single. And I believe she's playing catcher. Oh, no, sorry. She's the designated hitter today, so no courtesy runner. I'll leave her on base. And the pitcher, Denver Hogriff, pitcher v. pitcher action. Something you see pretty exclusively in softball, not something you see a whole lot in the men's version, baseball. But Hogriff was real good on the mound last year, and this year it's been the offense that she's added to her game, and they've needed it out of this 5 spot, and she's done real well. First pitch was low in the dirt for ball number 1. Second pitch just about the same, maybe a little higher. Ball number 2. Hogriff not really having to work too hard right now.
Hogriff looking to help her own cause. That'll be the first of many softball cliches.
Yeah. Gotta
the rest of the day.
Gotta throw those out there because
that's really all I know.
Have you umped softball before, or you just do baseball?
Probably when I was about 17. Yes, I
did a little softball.
I did a little softball.
So you know the rules of the game. You're ahead of me.
I knew the rules in 1992.
Oh,
yes.
well, you didn't have to throw that out there, I don't think. But 2-1 to Hogriff is a changeup. Nice pitch. Swings on it, doesn't find anything for strike number 2.
No, I shouldn't say that. In my sports writing days, I covered a fair amount of. I covered a fair amount of high school and college.
Yeah, I might be doing the second broadcast solo if that keeps up.
Hey.
2-2-2 here. Hard ground ball basically goes through the mitt of the third baseman. Hogriff on base, 2 on, leading up for Brooklyn Malone, number 5, has slid in and out of the lineup this year and is now pretty much a staple. She's hit real well as this season has wound down.
I don't know how the official scorekeeper will score that play, but I'm giving Hogriff a hit.
Yeah, I'm sure she appreciated it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a difficult play. I could see it.
That would have been a really tough out there with the runner running.
Definitely probably just an infield single even if she gets to it. The wind really picking up now, as you can probably hear in the background of our headsets. The 0-1 pitch is in for strike number 2. Now Malone behind, and really you don't want to waste this opportunity early. So you got to think anything near that plate. She's swinging, and Bays definitely knows it. Yeah. She didn't even really try there. Didn't even go after the plate. I guess trying to get her to chase, but
0-2, you're looking for something unhittable there, trying to get the hitter to
just be nervous
get out of
enough.
their comfort zone.
Yeah.
See if she comes back inside here.
She does not. Malone gets a nuke on it. Hits the fence.
That'll
Aubrey Presley will score. Denver Hogriff will score. It's a double with 2 RBIs attached to it. Lady Lions up 3-0 here. University of Pikeville in trouble early. Nice hit there. A big-time power hit. Exactly what you needed in the gap. Nobody even close to it. And now you're kind of
nice piece of hitting for Malone there. I mean, get down 0-2. Doesn't chase the garbage ball, waits for her pitch, and just drives it to the gap.
Crushed it in the top of the strike zone. This will be number 8, Maddie Lee. She'll hit one similar looking, but hangs up a little bit too long. Center fielder gets it for out number 3. Lady Lions tack 3 on early, and the University of Pikeville will have the chance to respond next on Bryan Lions Live. And welcome back in. Top of the second, University of Pikeville back up. Number 13, Maria McClellan here to get us started. But it doesn't look like she's going to be out there very long. Hogriff runs over, gets her own out. And that'll be the first of the inning. Barely even got to introduce her. She was already walking back to the dugout. Am I wrong for thinking that seems like a skinny bat? Doesn't matter. She got some contact on it. Lee fields it cleanly at short for out number 2. We're in 3 pitches territory.
Quick work by Hogriff here. 2 Pikeville batters right off this jump, attacking first pitch.
This will be Harley Quick in bat number 2. And looking just maybe extend the inning, 6 pitches instead of 3. She'll bite on the first. She tried to end it. It will be strike number 1. Looks like a low, maybe something off speed down there. See if she comes back. She will. Well, it was 4 pitches, not 3. Hogriff recording 2 of her own outs. Lee making the 3rd. And, man, that's just something you don't see even for softball too often. We're going to take a quick break. I don't feel like we earned it, but we will here on Bryan Lines Live. And welcome back. Excuse me, I went to go on and I think some dirt shot up in the back of my throat. It's making it real fun to talk right now. Back for the bottom of the second, Bree Bumgardner hitting out of the 8, up to bat first. Bays still on the mound, trying to do a little bit better than she did in the first inning, giving up 3 runs to the Lady Lions. First pitch of the inning coming up, and it'll be swung on by Bumgardner. The play is made at third. It's on the ground, but still in time for out number 1. Claudia Manus making the play over there at third. Pretty good scoop there by the first baseman. And it'll be number 44, Savannah Schaefer in. Be around to the top of the order after this. The pitch from Bays. Big Lions coming out swinging early and often. Not waiting to settle in one bit. Just see the pitch, hit the pitch. A little bit of mispronunciation there. I'd be in real trouble, huh?
I'm not that organized yet.
Huh?
I'm not that organized yet.
That one will be outside. I think they were looking for a strike there. I think it barely missed. If it did, 1-1 the count. The pitch from Bays. Hard on the ground, gets past the glove of Manus into the outfield. Savannah Schaefer will hold up at first, and that will be a single. Now you're back around to the top of your order, and you got to be feeling pretty good about that. This is really what got the first inning going.
Yeah, UPike quick upper part of the inning. Kind of feels like Bryan might try to string a few more hits together here.
Fielder's playing in, but, I mean, they just went straight up the middle with it. Beard, her second hit of the ball game, be 2 singles for her. And all fielders playing in, expecting the bunt there. A little strategy switch up from Coach Leah. Says, let's just keep hitting. It's working for us. no need to risk getting an out here. Bunt our way around the base path. We're in control here. Got 2 on, runners at first and second.
Yeah, that's 2 hits in a row where Beards look to drive the ball.
Yep.
And
I told you it gets to
found
the
a gap.
outfield. I mean, it's a slapper that can hit with some power. I think probably the best bunt I've ever seen is it just set 2 feet off the plate. Schaefer and Beard both pick up a base. And now Callie Green will step in to try to bat him in. Big time opportunity for the senior that will be honored after immediately following this game.
That was a nice sack bunt. I think it went a total of about 8 inches there.
Yeah, if that. Must have hit like the very dead end of the bat. The pitch to Green, that one is foul. Little chopper dribbler type action over there by the UPike dugout.
I'm sure it's the law of averages, but you got to wonder if you don't give her the swing away sign, as successful as they've been of putting the ball in play today versus the sack bunt. But
oh, you got 2 outs.
She did her job.
Yeah. Oh, are you talking about the last batter? Sorry. Yeah. Well, maybe that's something that they're just more comfortable with, hitting it out of that 2 spot. I mean, it's,
Hey, station to station.
Yeah. Again, me and you know, I'd say we know about 10% of what we should know about this game doing this. So
that's 9% for you.
0-2 count here. Green behind, desperately needs to get the bat on something. And she does. It's hit hard to third, but the play is made. UPike survives. Bryan leaving 2 runners on at third and second. Still remains 3-0. UPike back up top of the third here on Bryan Lions Live. And welcome back in Dayton, Tennessee, senior day at Bryan College for the softball team. So far going pretty well. 3 runs in the first 2 innings to 0 for the Pikeville Lady Bears.
Nice off-speed pitch. I think Denver.
I'm not. I guess I'm not the only one, right?
Denver thought she had it.
Thought that was square. That one high for ball number 2, man. What do you got to do?
It's been a little high.
Yeah, I guess I think that's probably what he's thinking. And that one is a call strike 1 compared to the first one. I don't think that one really holds a candle. 2-1 is the count, nevertheless. This one driven hard to center field by Caden Dunlap. Beard is there in the mid-range to make the play for out number 1. Pikeville back around to the top of the order. Number 7, Danny Crum stepping back in. Walked her first time out. This one driven high and hard back to left field. It hits the fence. Stays in the ballpark, but it's going to be a stand-up double for Crum. Pikeville getting some life back in the bats once again.
Well, you've seen both leadoff hitters today showing some pop.
Yep. And this was the part of the lineup that got it going the first time for Pikeville when they were able to get runners in scoring position. So you wonder if that's going to duplicate here.
Yeah, you have to wonder if scouting report for Pikeville's look for that first pitch strike from Denver here, because they're all over that first pitch, and Crum absolutely turned on that one.
Wind's still not as bad back here, but it looks like there's a little in the outfield. You got to wonder on a calm, just a completely calm day, if that one gets out of here, because it was probably what, maybe 6 feet, maybe 3 feet from getting out of here.
It was at least halfway up the fence there in left field.
Pitch is ball number, I believe that's ball number 1. Guess that feels right. Count 1-1.
I feel like we've ran off our PA and person. So
that's why I said she wasn't really. Well, she's not even doing it anymore. Somebody else must be doing it. That's not our fault. We'll go with that. I'm sure her moving. We were influential factor in her decision.
Occupational hazard.
Count sitting at 1-2.
Got some trail mix for it.
Oh man, nobody wants that. I think melted for Addison Johnson. Johnson waited real late to get on that one, but probably good she did. Not able to beat the throw. A fantastic play by Maddie Lee there to get that one in time. A really slow, kind of choppy ball that she had to come up on, delivers. But hey, Pikeville gets somebody to third base. Crum standing over there. She's got some speed, obviously. Showed it with the stand-up double. Wouldn't be surprised if they're looking to get her in. Well, I mean, duh, that's the point of the softball. I don't know.
Astute commentary. Pikeville already with 3 runners in scoring position.
And that'll do the trick, driven hard into right center field by Sam Case. And a little bit of a bobble there on the field. And I believe that goes down as a single, but.
Yeah, I would score that single with a fielding error.
Case, excellent job there. Gets Pikeville's first run of the ball game in, although our scorekeeper is very hesitant to put it up there.
She's not sure about it yet.
I think that's the best part about softball. Nobody ever yells, "Give us a run." Like everybody, baseball and softball, like everybody knows what just happened. It's not like basketball or
everybody's keeping their own score.
Yeah, like everybody knows. You don't ever hear the, "Hey, give us our point." 1-1 the count. Foul tip back here, a little bit over our heads. Count to 1-2. Chloe Colton in. That one high. I don't think Callie's going to. No, she's not going to be able to make a play on it. It's too far out of the ballpark. She would have had to have Mr. Fantastic arms to get to that one. Counts remains 1-2. Colton hits one on the ground to short. Lee has been a gold glove over there today, and it continues for out number 3. Pikeville able to get one on the board. Eating into that Lady Lion lead just a little bit. We'll be right back for them to hit here on Bryan Lions Live. Bottom of the third, Lady Lion bats are back, leading off with the cleanup hitter. Not the way you probably draw it up, but solo shots still put runs on the board. I'm joined by my dad, Tim Rogers, and myself, Drew Rogers. Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining. I would guess that we probably have a little bit lower view count than normal on this because a lot of parents here, a lot of friends and family here for senior day.
Yeah, really nice turnout. Full parking lot behind right field.
Yeah.
We've got the lawn chair crew really in all fields behind the outfield fence here, and then everybody's just kind of stacked in around us here. Good day to be outside.
Bays will lead off the inning here. Presley in the box. That one, I was just about to get ready to call it a ball. Oh, that is strike number 1 on the outside corner. And, of course, I don't have the perfect view. The guy is standing in front of me, but Presley gets a hold of that one. It's going to go foul over the new locker room / batting cage development over there.
It's coming along.
Yeah. Yeah, I think by summer, I think Nathan claimed it'll be finished. So finally have a place indoors to hit and be real nice. Presley hard on the ground, and no chance for the second baseman to make a play. That'll be her second single of the game, just singling him to death.
That's right.
And Denver will step in to bat right here. If I'm not mistaken, she singled?
Yeah, Denver singled first time up, and then was driven in on the 2 RBI double by Brooklyn Malone, first inning. So, Drew, given that we determined that this was going to be a 2-man booth today about an hour before
45 minutes.
45 minutes before game time, where do we stand record-wise with Pikeville? And
great question, Dad. You know, normally I do a lot of prep for these and get all into it. Today I just walked out here. I walked from my house over here.
Oh, we'll try to get that for everybody.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, Bryan is, I do know that Bryan is much, record-wise and standing-wise, is much better off than the University of Pikeville at this point. I think Bryan, last time I checked, was either second or third, and I believe Pikeville would be somewhere around low to mid-pack.
See if we can't narrow that down a little bit for you this afternoon.
Called strike 2, low in the zone there. Do with that what you will. Count at 1-2. Oh, wait, we had a pinch runner. Sorry, that's Kana Green over there on first base.
And
she's going. The throw in time. Yeah, she got her. Excellent throw there from the catcher, making up for that wild one that she threw when Beard tried to steal. I just don't think Green got the best jump. If it looked over here, it looked like she either decided to go late, got sent late. I'm not too sure, but either way, nice throw by the catcher. Maddie Horn, yeah.
Yeah, and that's the second throwdown she's made from her knees and threw an absolute dot that time.
Yeah.
Question a bit if the tag was high.
The check swing call there. It's going to be out number 2 after Green got thrown out at second. The umpire standing at first base said she went. So, man, be a quick offensive inning for the Lions. Oh, that's not good. That's our lineup card. Sorry, the wind is acting up just a little bit. Brooklyn Malone back up to bat. 2 RBI double, first time out. That one was low for ball number 1. And she gets a similar bat on this one. It does get to the fence once again. Malone's going to another stand-up double back-to-back for, I believe, sorry, sorry, my mic. Yeah, can't kick these wires. for the freshman out of Houston, Texas, I believe. Offensive explosion from one spot in the lineup here today.
Yeah, back-to-back doubles by Malone. Just driving the ball today.
This is number 8, Maddie Lee. And, you know, Malone has the stance of somebody that when she connects one where she wants it, you just know it's going to jump off the bat. She's generating all that power with, it looks like, the lower body to me at least. Lee gets a bat on this one. It's a tough field, but
Nice play by the
not tough enough. Second baseman Caden Dunlap keeps it in front of her, makes the play. 4 out. Number 3, the Lady Lions not able to get anything additional on the scoreboard. Top of the 4th, Pikeville back up to bat here on Bryan Lions Live. And welcome back. Top of the 4th here. University of Pikeville back up to bat. Number 37, Madison Horn. I believe the catcher. I believe we decided that was right.
Yeah.
He's in the box. And I've just been told we're getting Mijas. So, you know, it's a great day.
Oh.
Horn, hot shot. That avoided her foot, right? Sorry, I was thinking about the Mijas.
Yeah, right back up the middle.
Yeah. It's a leadoff single. Yeah, that is, you know, we have the El Toro, and now
sure.
it's the end of the school year. So I'll go ahead and tell you right now, I ditch El Toro as a sponsor for Mijas in a second. So Mijas, please come work with us. Hogriff's first pitch to the at bat is a ball after the leadoff single from Horn. You never had Mijas, have you?
I have not, but we at Bryan Athletics thank all of our sponsors.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. While they're still currently our sponsor, yep.
Couldn't thank them.
Couldn't thank them enough. Yeah,
for our support.
They're the reason I get to eat today. Foul ball over the University of Pikeville dugout. Count sitting at 1-1. Yeah, it's like a Dayton Dos Bros.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll enjoy it. I know I do. 1-1 from Hogriff, high in the air. Looks like it's going to short. Lee is under it and makes the play. This can always be a little hairy up there in the sun. Looks like she's got some sunglasses on, though. 4 out, number 1. We'll say our scorekeeper is real quick to put the outs on the board, though. Not wasting any time putting the Bryan outs, but if it's a UPike run, you might have to wait half an inning or so. This one is into shallow center field. Excellent glove from Richards. She'll make the double play in time.
Holy cow.
Richards playing second today. Excellent job there from the senior. One of those that'll be honored after the game. I think that's a senior day moment. I think that's one of those things that you'll remember for a long time. And that will coincidentally end the inning. Bottom of the 4th, Lady Lions back up to bat. Maybe they should give her a bat, too. Who knows? We'll be right back here on Bryan Lions Live. And can you?
Welcome back to Dayton, Tennessee. Bottom of the fourth. Lead off CNI single by Bumgarner. Hitting out the 8th hole today. Thanks for staying with us, folks. Having a little bit of technical difficulty today. We're trying to keep things together, keep you informed, keep you entertained.
Oh, man. Jeez. I had a nickel for every time I had to just undo a cord or out there it goes again.
It brings up Savannah Schaefer for the Bryan Lions. Bryan's up 3-1 right now as we kick off the bottom of the fourth. Schaefer takes first call strike looking.
Sorry. Yeah, that's real annoying. I'm going to have to watch what I do. The rest of this one, cord's being weird. Thanks for filling in. How'd you like the play-by-play seat?
I didn't care for it.
It's got a lot of responsibility. Schaefer, foul ball back behind us in the rocks. That one will take a skip, and, oh, it's Blinko its way down. Ball saved.
It's a real thing here, huh?
Oh, yeah. It's real important that we save as many of those softballs as possible. They're pretty expensive, and a lot get lost up there that never come back. It looks like they've cleaned them out recently, like those high-up ones. Of course, there's somebody up there in a tree, so maybe he can get them for us if they go real high up. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner from Bumgarner. I think she was dealing with a leg injury early in the year. It'll be the second baseman, Jade Richards, usually the first or second pinch runner out of the dugout. They did. I think it's Kana and then Jade.
I'll have to study up on the pinch runner rules, courtesy runners. That's unique to me that another fielder can come in and run for another.
Well, I really don't. I'm as a little confused as well. So, yeah, once again, not qualified at all to be here, but we are. The 0-2 to Savannah Schaefer. She'll get the end of the bat on it. Excellently done. A single, and Richards gets back to the bag. Looks like she kind of overshot it just a little bit. And 2 runners on for the leadoff hitter, Savannah Beard, back in the box. You know, they've kind of put themselves in this weird spot where they keep getting there, coming back to the top of the order with runners on. Not the way you draw it up, but so far it's worked real well. Score still 3-1. Beard takes her pitch and hits it right up the middle. And believe Jade will stay at third base. Bases loaded for number 1, Addison Bunty. What an opportunity. No outs. You already got a 2-run lead. You would definitely think here it's time to swing away.
Yeah, absolutely. Bryan electing not to send Richards home there. Don't want to make the first out at home.
Yeah, I think it was a great base running call.
Give the meat of your lineup a chance to do their job.
Bunty missed it and missed holding on to the bat as well, I guess.
Hey, it's a hot day here.
You remember what I think you remember in T-ball, not T-ball, like Little League ball when I had an issue doing that for a year? I would throw the bat would just fly out of my hands for whatever reason. Yeah, I was a real good baseball player. Bunty gets it on the ground past the glove of the second baseman. Richards scores. Schaefer holds up at third. Bases are still loaded as they tack one more on the board. I'm telling you, if it's our run, scorekeeper is ready. Throw it up there, baby. Is this going to be I think we're just going to get a straight up, is this a pitching change? No mound visit at all? We're just going to, yep, that's what it is. No mound visit, just get off the mound. Bays will be subbed out for number 26, Brianna Johnson, spelled with an E at the end.
I got to hand it to the Pikeville coach. It's a beautiful day out here, but it's also warm. We've got 2 games. He's not wasting any time.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
he makes a decision and makes a change.
We were talking off air about the difference in game time between this and baseball. This guy's taking it to the next level. He's got analytics for how long this should take.
I'm a fan.
And we'll step away while Johnson warms up and be right back here on Bryan Lions Live. You're doing good. Welcome back. Johnson is all settled in. And
No worries.
first pitch from Johnson was a ball. Green, another great opportunity here. Count to 1-1, no outs, bases loaded. Pikeville, you know, if you're Johnson, you're coming into a nightmare scenario. You're kind of set up for failure here. It's one out at a time. You know, you're probably expecting to give up at least one run here just to get the outs that you need to get. You know, besides some fluky, like, you know, catch and tag the runner out.
Well, Pikeville's relief pitcher has to be thinking, gee, thanks, coach.
Yeah,
Bring me in bases loaded, 4 straight singles to start the inning, and no outs.
Count at 1-2. Johnson looking for the strikeout. Won't get it there. Another foul tip high in the air. And I think our friend in the tree is tracking those down. So he's got some skills.
There you go.
He's obviously got some muscles that the rest of us don't have developed, or maybe he's just stupid.
Got a little mountain goat in him.
Count at 1-2. Callie Green. Ball caught on the inside. Took him a second there. Everybody kind of just staring at him like, hey, what's the, you know, you're the guy with the power here. Count goes to 2-2.
Home plate umpire will not be bothered with your schedule.
Kelly Green, foul ball. Looks like it hit the top of that locker room batting cage type place over there. Staying alive in the at-bat. And, you know, I've always been fascinated. I think with bases loaded, the longer the at-bat goes on, I think the batter just gets the mental advantage. Even if they don't score any runs or anything, I think the longer the at-bat goes on, the more the pitcher sits there and thinks, oh, crap. Like, you got to think about it over and over, like, please just get out so I can move on to the next batter.
Well, you have to think she's throwing her best stuff, her best out pitch, and you see that a couple times and get a little dialed in. So I don't think you could prove that theory, but
Ring up on the inside corner. Johnson's first strikeout. Well, hey, look at this go-getter. She doesn't care what situation she's put in. She's doing her job so far, but that might get a little tougher as number 30, Aubrey Presley, steps into the box, and this is what you draw up right here. Bases loaded, 1 out, cleanup hitter into bat, 2 singles already on the day, and Johnson knows it as that first one is a little wide.
Johnson, a junior out of Orlando, has accounted herself well in this relief so far.
1-0 pitch way inside. Yeah, she's really, I mean, maybe these are just 2 bad misses, but she's really trying to pitch around her now. Wasn't as scared going after Green there in the first at bat. But now you can kind of see trying to maybe get a little bit too placement with these. And Presley gets a bat on it into deep right center field. It gets down. Schaefer's going to score. Beard almost catches her. She'll score. Bunty gets to first. And it will be a 2 RBI single for Aubrey Presley. And like I said, that's how you draw it up. Couldn't ask for much more. 6-1 on the scoreboard now for the Lady Lions.
Yeah, that was a nice piece of hitting by Bunty, just waiting for that ball to get somewhere over the plate, and then she just drove it to right center field.
Oh. Oh. Well, hold on. Take the runs off the board. There's no out been called. Man, this is when we need somebody that actually knows what's going on. But everybody returns to their spot. No outs were called. They'll probably put the same strike count on the board.
I don't know. Did somebody call timeout? I don't. Right before that.
Yeah, I don't understand why, if there's not an out called, as Presley goes and sits down. Man, that's a gut punch. Ugh.
Oh, that should just be the second strike.
Yeah. An odd at bat, to say the least. I don't know what's going on. I'll have to have somebody. I guess we could text Muncie.
We'll try to get you some information here.
That one way outside. You're gonna put the count at full. A little bit of drama here. You gotta love it. Full count, bases loaded, 1 out, crucial. She's already done it once. Can she replicate it? Here comes the payoff pitch. Presley gets another bat on this one, high in the air to deep right field. Play is made, but Schaefer's going to score, and Beard is going to round. She'll go home. Beard gets down, doesn't beat the tag. It's in time. Lady Lions only going to get 1 run out of it. Man. Well, they didn't come up empty-handed per se. 5-1 was the 5-1 is the score now, but man, you see 6-1 on the board. You have runners at the corner, and now you go 5-1, and the innings changed over. We'll be back for the top of the 5th. We'll talk about all that, and we'll try to get some information on what the call was here on Bryan Lions Live. And welcome back in, top of the 5th. Lady Lions able to tack on an additional run there in the bottom of the 4th. Could have been 2. The call is out of the box by the batter on contact, as we were informed by our behind-the-plate umpire here. And we'll get started with a high fly ball. Left fielder runs in and makes the play. That's Brooklyn Malone. Good job. Full speed sprint there to make that play. And that will be out number 1.
Again, continue with the first pitch swings from UPike there.
Yeah. Well, UPike is just being. They know that senior day is upon us. They're just being nice, being good guests.
We've got to get to those memories.
Yeah. And again, we have a high fly ball into right, play made by Bunty, and that will be out number 2. Another. We're at 2 pitches, 2 outs. Second time that's been done here today. And the other one went 4. Let's see if Pikeville maybe can stretch this one to 5 to 8 range.
Well, if I wasn't keeping score on a cocktail napkin, I might be able to tell you how many first pitch outs they've had, but we'll just say quite a few.
And number 7, Danny Crum, the leadoff hitter, Probably wisely just watches that one for strike number 1. Maybe just settle everybody down. Looks like a changeup that maybe came out of her hand wrong, hung up in the zone there for ball number 1. This
That might be trouble.
Wow, that one gets through. It almost rolls off the arm of Lee to the first baseman, Green. I believe that'll go down as an infield single.
I think Lee accidentally kicked that one towards first. Almost
got there. Yeah. The 2-hole hitter here, Addison Johnson. UPike with 2 outs. Trying to extend this inning right here. Johnson, hot shot. Hits the right field foul ball fence. The 0-1. Gets past the third baseman. That was just a really hard hit ball that delivered into the perfect spot. UPike with 2 on here, 2 outs. They're trying, they're rallying. That was a pretty excellent hit there. As you see it, just really nice contact on it. And number 10, Sam Case, will step in to try to deliver on some of these runners UPike's been putting on base. That one low in the dirt for ball number 1. That one high.
Yeah, her off-speed pitch has been a little above the strike zone so far today.
Not that pitch, however. Looked like a fastball on the outside corner for strike number 1, count 2-1. Runners at first and second, count now 3-1. What looked like it was going to be another world record inning has kind of turned directly in UPike's favor here. Hogriff's got to hit the plate. She does not. And looked a little high and inside for a strike call. Bases loaded, but you have a force out at every bag.
Yeah, Denver might have reached back for a little more there, trying to get that second strike. And she's done a really good job today of battling with runners in scoring position, so she's got another opportunity.
This the cleanup hitter, Colton, and I believe she just bailed him out. The first pitch out, train continues. UPike leaves 3 on base. It's not a great feeling if you're the Lady Bears there, but the home team is back up to bat next. Bottom of the 5th, still 5-1 here on Bryan Lions Live. And welcome back in, bottom of the 5th. The team in yellow up to bat. Denver Hogriff leading us off. Thought Denver was going to bat in that last inning in the bottom of the 4th, but that out of the box call, she's now back up to bat here, trying to lead off the inning right. That one outside and high.
Did we explain that?
Yeah.
Did we explain that call?
Yeah. I knew you weren't listening.
I was listening.
Count 1-0 for Johnson. That one outside as well. I think Johnson wanted it, but I think that's a decent call. 2-0 here. And now if you're Johnson, you're probably, I would almost 100% guess UPike, unless it's like, you know, with the run rule coming into play, UPike's not going to burn another arm here to get to get out of this one. So I would guess that Johnson will be on this mound until, a run rule or the game just ends. If you're Johnson, it's a settle-in time. You got at least 2 more good innings here to just help your team out, and maybe somebody on the other side with the bat can get something going.
Well, Johnson came in there in a worst-case scenario and got out of it with
1 run.
With 1 run,
yeah.
And threw a strikeout, got a pop-up, and got bailed out with what we'll probably call a base-running error.
Yeah. Ogriff gets one past the glove of the shortstop. It'll be, I guess that'll go down as a single. And now Brooklyn Malone, I believe, 2 for 2 with 2 doubles on the day, if memory serves correctly.
2 RBI.
2 RBIs on the day. And both hits were to just about the same spot. You wouldn't mind seeing a duplication of events there here on this at bat. First pitch of the at bat is low for ball number 1.
I think it's safe to say she's seeing the ball well today. She has teed up a couple. Like it. Let's move this along.
Yeah, that's got to be in the back of his mind. You'd be thinking of that call. 1-1 the count. Malone turns on another one. Shortstop not able to handle it. Looks like it just kind of hit her in the chest, maybe.
Yeah. It just ate her up a little bit.
Yeah. And she'll get on. I don't know what they'll. I guess that would go down as an error.
Yeah.
Not. I think that one's playable. Malone reaches base for the 3rd time out of 3 today. Now, Maddie Lee back in. Runners on first and second. And she'll lay it down the bunt.
Oh.
Hogriff is safe at third base. A little indecision from the third baseman. I believe that's Clara Blair. I don't think she's batting. And a little indecision from Clara Blair allows the bases to be loaded here. So Lee does her job. It was a decent bunt, a little bit too hot to be, real good, but it doesn't end up mattering there. As the bases are loaded, and it'll be Brianna Bumgardner, who this is, top two on the team of people that I'd want to step in right here for a bases loaded, another bases loaded, no out scenario. UPike looks like they're warming pitchers up over there, so we may even get another change here if this goes south. Johnson's first 2 pitches not finding their mark. 2 balls. Got to find something over the plate here. Can't allow a walk home. Just can't do it. Got Schaefer coming back in the 9-hole, another power hitter. Bumgardner turns on one. It's a line drive, foul. But you got it.
Johnson's probably trying to induce some type of ground ball up the middle. You would probably sacrifice a run here.
Yeah, definitely just to get an out on the board.
I don't know. You got your middle infielders are at home plate depth here.
3-1 now for Johnson. Man, he's got to find the plate, but unfortunately that's going to put her in the crosshairs of one of the best hitters out here. The 3-1. Bumgardner gets probably a little tip of the end of the bat there on that one. Count goes full. I think the exact same scenario we were in last time here. Full count, bases loaded, no outs. Deja vu from the bottom of the 4th inning. Here comes the payoff pitch. High in the air, tracking into the Bryan dugout. First baseman runs in and makes the play. A big one at that. She dropped the ball. Hogriff is safe. They had her by a mile, but the catcher Horn drops the ball, and I don't think Coach Leah told her to go at all. I don't think that was a coach call. I think there was some miscommunication
I'll
there.
say that's 2 miscommunications at third base we've seen. Hogriff was dead to rights there. Could not have been a more perfect defensive scenario.
Sitting duck.
Pop up out of
Oh,
play.
man. Instead, it works out for him. And now you've still got runners in both runners in scoring position. You got Schaefer up to bat here, and you tack on a run for good measure. Man.
Horn made a nice play, a nice tag at home to end the fourth inning there, and you figure doesn't get any easier than that.
Schaefer unloads on one, but she got under it. It's into shallow left. The play is made by number 13, Maria McClellan. Beard back in, runners in scoring position. Man, maybe the catcher there was like, there's no way somebody's going to go here. Maybe that's what caused her to drop the ball. Man, you're right. She was a sitting duck. 6-1, the score. And swings on it and misses for strike number 1. Good, how are you? They went up 7-0? That's good to hear.
Mentioned it earlier, Drew. Hogriff is helping her own cause. She's got
Attaboy. Way to get that one in there
two
again.
singles and 2 runs scored.
And the play is made by McClellan once again in foul territory for out number 3. Lady Lions tack on a miracle on ice type run there. Top of the 6th coming up. They're up 6-1 here on Bryan Lions Live. Welcome back. As you can hear in the background, Lady Lions feeling, I believe it's Fergalicious. Is that correct? Am I allowed to say that? Is that going to get me in trouble here with the
It's your
institution?
campus.
Well, that's true.
Just don't let her sing the national anthem.
6-1, Hogriff. First pitch of the inning is a strike right up the middle, no doubt about it. Thanks for joining us. If you have interest in Senior Day, we'll leave the mic on for you. That'll be directly following the game. And, standing behind here, you catch a good bit of dirt, a good bit of all the stuff. But, I get to go say everything after this. Richards fields it cleanly.
Nice play.
Makes the play in time there as it looked like it tipped off the glove of Hogriff. Good concentration there to stand in there and deliver a throw on time for out number 1.
And Drew, if I'm not mistaken, Richards isn't the everyday second baseman. Is that?
Nope, that is correct. Yep.
She's had a heck of a day. Had an ending inning.
Whoa.
Easy for me to say. Rally killing double play.
I think you still said it wrong. Inning ending.
She had an inning ending.
Yeah.
Highlight double play.
There you go. Yep. She's doing real well over there at second. That's a spot that they've kind of cycled through players. So I believe on Senior Day that would be the driving factor behind the start. But hey, that's why they're seniors. You can plug them in and play them whenever you need to. High fly ball hit into shallow right center. Beard under it makes the play no big deal for out number 2. You weren't kidding about the pace of this one. We're on good track here. What do you think? It's like 4? Or not 4, excuse me. 2:21? Oh, that's real good. Hour 20.
Actually longer than I thought.
I liked that pitch. I was a big fan of it. I'm not. Umpire disagrees. Ball 1. Oh, it hits off the base. Real bad hop there. I think it was getting to the outfield either way. Might have slowed down its momentum.
Yeah, I think she was way out in front of that pitch, just kind of held back and threw the barrel at it.
She found the contact she was looking for, just not the timing. Stepping back in, number 2, Harley Quick. It's a heck of a name. It's like a sports movie name. See if she can write her own story here. Fouls it off to make the count 1-1.
Harley Quick's 0 for 1 today. She's flown out to the pitcher.
They've only batted twice.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. They've been first pitch outing. Yeah, I guess that is right. Quick waited on that one. Got contact, but not nearly enough of it. Schaefer delivers the nice throw over there. 4 out, number 3. We are moving, and we will move into the bottom of the 6th. Lady Lions back up to bat what could be the last time today. And we'll be right back. Welcome back in. 6-1 is the score for the Lady Lions. Right now, trying to get some insurance runs here. Goodness, the run rule's gonna, it eludes me. It's either 7 or 8, or maybe it may be 5 at this point in the ballgame. I don't know. 6-1, you like more runs. Obviously, that's the point of the game. We'll go with that. Pikeville now throwing their hands up just like we were. Like, what do we have to do? Inside, ball 1. That one low for ball number 2. See Coach Leah taking a jog there over to her third base spot. Sorry we don't have the behind camera today. It's a dual baseball and softball day.
I was wondering about that. I've seen the dual camera look on YouTube, Bryan Athletics page.
Yeah, we apologize for that, but baseball's taking that equipment, that switcher equipment, so it's not possible today. We appreciate you still watching. Hopefully we're not doing too terrible of a job of, explaining what's going on out here. I think that was strike number 1. 3-1 is the count.
If we are, you get what you pay for.
Yeah, that's right. Nothing. Looks like Bunty living up to her name. I say that joke every time.
Hey.
Bunts that one, but the play will be made by Clara Blair for out number 1. It's just so easy. It's right there. Just easy to grab while I'm speed talking. 1 out still remains. And Green gets a mean hold of this one. It's going back, and it almost got over the fence. Instead, it's a stand-up double. I think everybody was ready for that one to go. Man, I thought that had the legs, but it was into any other part of this ballpark. That one is out of here. Deep center shot hits the bottom of the fence. Just getting popped from everywhere in the lineup. Excellent piece of hitting there by Callie Green.
Yeah, Green lined that one up way over center field's head.
Just freaking textbook.
Short hopped at the furthest point of the park.
Presley back in, trying to duplicate her teammates' efforts. Wonder if Presley's kind of thinking like, hey, you know, last time I had a 2 RBI shot all lined up. I'd like to get those back, please. She takes strike number 1. And she does, lines one up, a liner into center. They'll send green, and the throw does not come to the plate. It might have been close, but pitcher cuts it off. Lady Lions tack another one on to the scoreboard. And we'll get a little bit of a plate cleaning right here. I always think it's pretty funny that like the umpires, like, you know, they always have that little brush on them, and they pull it out like they're a barber or something. It's always funny. That's right. That we were talking a little bit earlier about the standings. So I see you've collected the information. I'll let you go ahead while I get a swig of something to drink.
Yeah, so Bryan starts the day and tied for 4th place with Montreat, 17-7. Pikeville a little further down the list at 7-17 here. So
reverse.
That's right.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't know anything about the AAC softball tournament. I know I've been to it, but I don't know how many teams actually make it. Okay. So, yeah, maybe Pikeville's playing for a chance. Who knows?
Might be a question for Coach Muncie coming up.
Yeah. I cannot believe that guy's wearing long sleeves right now. It's the most unbelievable thing that's been done out here is Josh Muncie wearing long sleeves out to this softball game today as Hogriff takes ball number 4. And I think she's like really upset with this umpire. She's kind of sitting there audibly laughing every ball that's called. She's not enjoying what's getting called behind the plate.
I don't know that I've noticed some egregious misses, but to be fair, we are completely cut off from
definitely. We can
the ball's path crossing the plate.
And now Malone steps back in. Just been an instant offense, one-person show here. Runners on 1st and 3rd.
Yeah, Malone's reached base all 3 times today. Couple doubles, and reached officially on a error by the shortstop.
Now, of course, I don't know, but she could be batting for the run rule right here. Of course, that was ball number 3. I think it's ball 3. Yeah, ball 3.
Well, that's the fun thing about broadcasting a sport. You don't completely know all the rules to it. You experience things as the fans do.
Yep. That one almost got Malone. She was ready to stand in there and take it, didn't flinch an inch. But instead, it will be a walk as it loads the bases. Presley at 3rd, Hogriff dancing at 2nd, and Malone putting on a sliding mitt at 1st.
3rd time today that Bryan's had the bases loaded.
That's right.
This time with 1 out, a couple other times with no outs, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're right. That one, after 4 straight balls from Johnson, that one drops in for strike number 1 of the at-bat. I'm pretty surprised we didn't hear the 4 in a row chant over there from the softball ladies. Oh, it's a staple. Yeah, just like you have your cliches. I remember all the chants. I think they're pretty fun. Yeah, something I wish sports of mine would. I think if you incorporated that into golf, you think Liv could do it?
What college baseball team is it that their fans on a 4-pitch walk?
Excuse me. Lee lines this one up into left field. Presley gets the call to go home. It's a good throw. Presley makes it in, and Hogriff is going to go for it. She slides, and she gets down under the tag.
That's it.
Excellent base running, and it looks like everybody's ready to walk off the field. That's a game-winning run. Heads-up base play there. She stopped for a second And then I think the catcher either was taking her time or I don't know what she was doing right here. But Hogarth's like, I'm just going to full send it. And you may be right about this umpire right here. He may have been ready to go home. I couldn't see it at all. The dirt flew up, but nice base running. And 9-1 is the final score of the first game.
It was a nice throw from deep left field, say.
Yeah.
Wasn't much of a play on it. You figured pitcher may have come over to cut that off, but it got past the backup catcher here. Didn't really try to knock it down.
Yep.
And then just kind of kicked around here in the backstop and allowing that decisive.
Well, I think we could pick a player of the game, but I think if we did that, we'd have to pick a few. So we'll just leave it at good team win. I've got to go announce Senior Day. Turn the mic on for that. That's a reminder for the fans. Game 2 will be Josh Muncy and myself. I know everybody's a big fan of him around here. So that is coming up next here on the Bryan Athletics YouTube channel. For myself and Tim Rogers, we're stepping away for now. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time. up one more time for Sophie Troy.
Good call. Huh? Okay.
Our next senior is number 25, Haley Stahl. Haley is walking with her dad, Gary, mom, Melissa, and brothers, Ty and Trey. Her major is in interdisciplinary studies and with future plans to be an athletic director. Her favorite memory is playing in the conference tournament junior year. Give it up one more time for Haley Stahl. Our next senior is number 30, Aubrey Presley. Aubrey is walking with her mom, Mandy, and dad, Doug Presley. Her major is in elementary education with future plans to return to Bryan and get her master's and become a GA for the softball team. Aubrey's favorite memory is getting to experience nationals freshman year and hitting a grand slam against Montreat this year. Give it up one more time for Aubrey Presley. Our next senior is number 99, Brianna Bumgarden. She is walking with her dad, Corey, her mom, Susan, sisters, Tori and Lily, and stepmom, Holly. Bree's major is in elementary education with future plans to move back home and teach at a local elementary school. Her favorite memory is playing Milligan junior year, hitting 4 home runs, and having a Bible study to start up within the team. Give it up one more time for Brianna Bumgarden. Our last senior is Alyssa